Every once in a while, the MMA gods give us a rematch that isn't about hype. It's about truth. Not the surface level narrative, not the record, not what the commentators said that night, but the truth about skill, about context, and about what happens when two elite fighters collide under circumstances that hid what one of them was truly capable of. December 6th, Petr Yan walks into the cage with something far more powerful than motivation. Clarity. Clarity that the first fight was not the real story. Clarity that he outstruck and outdefended Sean O'Malley. Clarity that his right hand was compromised against Merab. And clarity that a healthy, fully loaded Petr Yan is one of the most complete technicians in the sport. But standing across from him is a man who breaks opponents without landing a clean knockout blow. A man who fights for the 4th time this year. A man who weaponizes failure. A man who drags elite fighters into a drowning contest. This isn't a rematch. This is a technical collision between two operating systems. Let's break it down. In the first fight, Yan's right hand was damaged. His gas tank collapsed. His stance integrity was gone early. His eye damage came from a head clash, not punches. Still, Merab executed his style perfectly, but this fight is built on different ingredients. A healthy right hand, full balance, full rhythm, full arsenal. This is where the skill gap becomes visible. Merab Dvalishvili isn't just a cardio beast. He's a system of violence, a pressure engine designed not for highlights, but for long-term breakdown. Most wrestlers shoot, get stuffed, reset. Merab shoots, gets stuffed, shoots again, pushes, reshoots, drags, drives, spins, repeats. It's not sequences, it's loops. And you don't get to breathe in loops. Merab doesn't want long top control like a classic Georgian wrestler. He wants output, attempts, pressure, contact, chaos. He'll gladly abandon a takedown just to start the next 1-2 seconds later. For most fighters, a stuffed shot is a setback. For Merab, it's simply step 2 of the scramble. He weaponizes failure. Your sprawl is his entry. Your defense is his setup. Your escape is his reclimb. Merab doesn't have cardio. He removes your cardio. He maintains form in minute 1 and minute 15. The level changes stay crisp. The footwork stays clean. The posture stays strong. This creates what can best be described as a compression chamber. You can't rest. You can't reset. You can't find your rhythm. You can't set traps. You can't push him back. You can't win moments. You can only survive. Merab isn't trying to outbox Yan or O'Malley. He's trying to disrupt. Volume jabs, stutter steps, offbeat rhythms, looping hooks masking shots, punches thrown mid-level change. This isn't clean striking, but it's functional chaos. Short frame, low center of gravity, absurd balance. Try to scramble with him, he'll reverse you. Try to muscle him, you'll gas first. Try to stall him, he'll melt you. Merab's real weapon isn't skills. It's fight, it's stubbornness made physical. Here's the reality. Merab forces everyone, champions, contenders, specialists, to fight at a pace they did not plan for. He creates panic fatigue, mental errors, unwinnable scrambles, cage pressure that scores even without damage. This is why the hype exists. This is why the division respects him. This is why people think he's a nightmare, because he is.
Who's the person in your career where you're like, I don't like him, I want to smash him?
The first, it was Petr Yan.
Oh, Petr Yan. You didn't like Petr Yan?
Oh, I don't like Petr Yan.
Why?
Because, well, let me tell you a little quick story. So, Petr Yan was in UFC winning some fights, and then I think we was in Arizona or somewhere, and then I saw him in a hotel, and I don't think he even knows me, but I was with Aljo, and I look him other side, and he looking us like a bully, you know?
Really?
To kill us. Who are you? What do you want? Like,
Yeah.
And then after he was doing very well, and then he's Russian, right? Politics, Russia has occupied my country, so it's personal for me. When every time we fight against Russians, we always trying to win.
Now we talk about Yan. Because when Yan is healthy, Yan is the most complete, layered, and efficient striker-wrestler hybrid at bantamweight. Footwork that deletes pressure. Yan pivots, he angles, he creates negative space, he forces you to chase, and he punishes the chase. Merab lives on straight-line entries, Yan lives on diagonal exits. Rhythm disruption. Yan doesn't just counter, he guides your offense. Merab shoots on beats. Yan removes the beat, he changes tempo, he switches stance, he bumps the jab, he frames the shoulder, he forces you to reset before you want to. Punishing over entries. This is the biggest difference from the first fight. With a compromised right hand, Yan couldn't sit down on anything. This time he can. And Merab's entries, as effective as they are wide open windows for check hooks, step back counters, knees up the middle, straight right hands, angle pivots into body shots. Yan's timing is elite, his reads are elite. And once he finds your rhythm, he starts to walk you down. Defensive wrestling. People forget Petr Yan out-wrestled and out-grappled Sandhagen. He reversed Aljo multiple times. He mat-returned elite grapplers. He's not an easy man to hold down. When Yan is fresh, balanced, and healthy, he doesn't get walked backward. And when he's not walking backward, Merab's entire system loses 50% of its power.
Before my fight, Merab told Davison Figueiredo, the #1 contender who deserves title fight. I wanna say, Merab, what you say now when I'm beat #1 contender in my division? I wanna do rematch with Merab. Let's get it.
This rematch isn't pressure versus cardio. It's pressure versus structure volume versus efficiency scramble versus timing chaos versus discipline. A peak Merab is a nightmare for everyone. A peak Yan is a nightmare for Merab specifically. Because Yan punishes the things Merab relies on. And this time, Yan has the tools he didn't have before. A functional right hand, a strong gas tank, a healthy stance, a full fight camp without injury. The ability to punish instead of just defend January to December. An entire year of recovery, recalibration, and sharpening. On December 6th, the real technician walks in. So what do we get on fight night? A machine that refuses to slow down versus a striker-wrestler hybrid who only gets stronger as the fight goes on. Merab will push the pace. He'll shoot. He'll scramble. He'll force action. But this time, Yan will answer. This time, Yan will sit down on shots. This time, Yan will control the rhythm instead of drowning in it. One man is trying to complete the biggest year of his career. 4 fights, 4 wars, all hard. The other is trying to restore the legacy that never should have been questioned. And when the dust settles, skill for skill, level for level, weapon for weapon, Petr Yan is simply different. And on the 6th, he's not losing.